Welcome back. Elizabeth Reese is serving a company-mandated suspension. Hello. She is here, and it's a pleasure to broadcast alongside you. Welcome back. While new movies aren't really coming to theaters, have you noticed? There's a whole lot of new content, though, showing up on streaming services.
Hey, that's some good news. Apple TV, Netflix, and Hulu all have new movies out with big stars. So here with his thoughts, joining us via Skype from Paul's trip to the movies, we want to welcome our good friend Paul McGuire Grimes back to Twin Cities Live. Okay, so here's where Paul makes the case that we all have to be subscribing to every streaming service on the planet so that we can watch all this stuff.
Out.
Okay, so this one is Greyhound, and this is a Tom Hanks movie. Tell us more.
It's on Apple TV Plus, and that's a $4.99 per month commitment. So that's actually not bad and pays for the movie itself. And it's based, it's 1942, World War II, and Tom Hanks is the captain of this convoy of ships that have to make it to Liverpool, England, and they have to cross through this area full of German U-boats first.
Ooh, wow.
Well, he seems to really have a fascination with World War II. How about compared to his previous efforts? I'm thinking of producing Band of Brothers, Saving Private Ryan. Does it live up to the standard that he set for himself for that genre?
Well, I would say it's very different. I mean, you're talking about big, huge epics that those were, where this is a very short 82-minute, really tight story. So it plays out very differently than those others. And he wrote the screenplay, too. So it's really this intense, at peril, on the sea, on the ocean action movie. But then it still has levels, and you still feel that patriotism and what the Navy goes through. And it's Tom Hanks, so he gives a solid performance. You trust him, at the helm.
Yeah, was the intention here to release this in theaters and then it didn't happen?
Yes, it was supposed to be in theaters. Apple TV picked it up. I mean, it's a good get for them. So hopefully you can, if you've got a big screen to really feel that, that vast emptiness at sea, what it would feel like to see a war movie. It's not one you watch on your laptop. It just would not have the same effect.
Okay, that's good to know.
Very good
and then
to
you
know.
can watch Morning Show if you haven't watched that on Apple TV.
I was just going to mention, absolutely, you have to watch The Morning Show, 100%.
Artie, now we move to another SNL alum Tom Hanks has hosted many times. Andy Samberg was on for many years, and now he is the man behind Palm Springs, which is available on Hulu.
I love Andy Samberg in this movie. He, along with Kristen Milioti, played these two guests at a wedding, and they are both kind of misfits. They're really lost in life, and they end up finding themselves in the middle of this time loop. And it all stars J.K. Simmons and June Squibb.
Now,
so when we're talking time loop, this is like a Groundhog Day kind of a vibe?
Yeah. So it's a romantic comedy. It's got that Groundhog Day vibe, but I really liked both of these characters, and I think that the time loop really is that metaphor for people that make, the same mistakes over and over again, whether it's bad relationships, whether it's bad jobs or substance abuse. Those types of people that can't get their act together, but I still like these characters, and I was rooting for them. And then it makes the movie really unpredictable because you don't know what's going to happen next. But Andy Samberg, great romantic lead, which I've never really thought of him before. He can handle the drama and the comedy, so it's a really new side for Andy.
I love that idea that it's a rom-com, but you don't know what's going to happen next, because that's always the kind of the thing about a rom-com is you're like, well, we all know what's going to go on here. Okay,
exactly. And again, this is Steve approved at 90 minutes. So
he can stay away.
2 movies now that have been short, 87, now 90. However, we moved to one that is a titch longer, but it stars one of my favorite comedic actors. It's called Eurovision Song Contest, The Story of Fire Saga. Take it from there.
Yeah, so this is a Will Ferrell comedy through and through. He and Rachel McAdams, best friends, they star as this Icelandic singing duo who find themselves in the Eurovision Song Contest, but they may be kind of a laughing embarrassment for Iceland. Will Ferrell wrote it, so you know that he's going to be playing that kind of over-the-top, somewhat immature kind of character that we've seen from him before. So if you like that, you will like this movie. I really loved Rachel McAdams, and that's Dan Stevens in it as well, and they're just hysterical.
Okay, I saw Pierce Brosnan in there. I mean, they've got a lot of, I saw Kelsey Grammer there. There's like a lot of celebrities pop up in this.
A lot of celebrities pop up, and then if you are a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, you will recognize past contestants that make cameos in the movie, and there's really fun music in it. Christian talked about, like our producer Christian, loves the music in this, and then it's a lot of new music, and then there's mashups, a good kind of pitch perfect style like mashup and medley in the movie as well.
I downloaded one of the songs that Will Ferrell, actually, his voice is on. Rachel McAdams, her voice is not on it. But one of their songs I've heard so far is good. Paul, settle a bet. That wasn't Kelsey Grammer. That was Graham Norton, wasn't it?
Graham Norton, yes,
Yeah,
he's like the host, and then Pierce Brosnan plays Will Ferrell's dad.
Got it, guys. It was a quick.
Everybody's
it was
gonna
quick.
go. They're gonna go look at
very quick trailer.
Paul, we gotta go.
I get it. Yeah.
Steve, we gotta go. Quit your yapping, okay? Hey, you can visit Paul's website. Thanks, Paul. Paul'sTripToTheMovies.com for updates on movies and streaming services.
You can also listen to Paul on the Colleen and Bradley show on My Talk 107.1 every Friday. You can watch him on his YouTube channel alongside Kelsey Grammer. It's also called Paul's Trip to the Movies.
That looked like Kelsey Grammer. It
did. I just needed to clarify.
Thank you. TCL's Movie Trip is brought to you by Muska Lighting. Their showrooms in Roseville and Eden Prairie are open now. They're cleaning, and they ask that visitors wear a mask when you go inside as well. And right now they have special packages to choose from that'll coordinate your lighting between your dining room, your foyer, and your island, all for one price. You can find those at muskalighting.com.